Dear viewers of the Tom Photo channel, a significant portion of photography discussions revolves around lens sharpness. How do you get the sharpest photos? What is the best lens for maximum sharpness? What is the lens's sweet spot? Sometimes it seems this focus on sharpness has overshadowed the essence of photography. I'm guilty of this myself, having measured many lenses for their sweet spots and sharpness, and praised lenses for their clarity. I too have made it seem like sharpness is the ultimate goal of a lens. Today I'd like to balance things out and argue that overly sharp images and even very accurate focusing might actually make you lose something. Paradoxically, improving the technical quality of a photo to the maximum may take away some other type of value from the photo. I'm sure you've heard the saying, less is more. Take other visual arts like painting, for example. Many people derive more satisfaction from abstract works where entire objects are reduced to blocks of color. Why is this? It seems our brains are more engaged when they have to interpret what they're processing. If everything is very clearly presented, the brain has no work to do and simply tells the eyes to move on. It might even flag the image as boring. When it is not entirely clear what's in the photo, the brain starts putting together theories and testing them to figure out what's going on. This translates to increased viewing time and attention. Photography is an art form with several ways to create suspense. It can be through colors, composition, contrast, bokeh, and so on, but it can also be through imperfection. There's definitely a type of photography that is completely abstract. The photographer uses the camera like a paintbrush to simply record moods. However, today's topic is more subtle. I'm talking about image softness, wrong focusing, camera shake, and too long shutter speeds. These technical issues can translate into better photos, either accidentally or intentionally. In every such case, the result is less detail in the photo. If it makes the viewer pause and perhaps nostalgically reminisce about old times or experience a new feeling, then the photographer has done something right. It took me a while to think this way. I used to routinely throw away photos that were not sharp until I discovered that I liked looking at some of them more than the sharp versions that I did not throw away. So I started collecting the imperfect photos too. I've also tried creating them by wrong focusing, increasing the shutter speed, and using retro lenses. However, most of the time, they just happen. You see, if you photograph for your own enjoyment, nobody can tell you what's wrong or what's right. Photography is fun precisely because you can be free. It's an art form. It's okay to try to be different here. Perfection tends to bore people. Look at many of the calendars and postcards at tourist centers around the world. Nothing has gone wrong in those pictures, and the world is full of them. But how many of them do you remember? So, go out and yank that focus ring of your camera any way you want, or turn your shutter speed below what they tell you to use. Take a lot of variations and see what happens. One day you will run into a photo that is technically terrible, but that you will want to frame and put on your wall. And I shouldn't just talk about focusing or shutter speed here. Your camera is full of buttons and menu options that can all be used in unconventional ways. If all else fails, try something new that will destroy your beautiful photo in post-processing. This is also a legitimate approach. I'm now going back to my daily photography. I think tomorrow I will have forgotten what I just told you, and I'll try to be as perfect as possible. I'll focus perfectly, use a tripod, and look for perfect compositions until I do something wrong and get a perfect, imperfect photo that makes me think out loud. I've been silly the entire time. This is how we are. Letting go of perfection is not easy, and I'm only a human too. Thanks for listening to another episode about the philosophy of photography. If you weren't terribly bored, please consider subscribing to my channel and leaving a like. Have fun. Goodbye.